Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on our Bosch dishwasher to replace the upper spray arm and the fill tube and sprinkler. You may notice after time that the dishes on the upper drawer here do not get clean, or certainly silverware that goes on the third level row here don't get clean. And what we found too is that for our dishwasher, this upper drawer shelf does not always go back firmly into the mating piece in the back, which is the fill tube. Here's a look at the parts diagram to show you what we're going to be replacing. Specifically here, the upper spray arm 603, which corresponds to this part number. And here, the fill tube with the sprinkler goes up the back of the dishwasher, and that has a replacement part number here. And this upper fill tube connects to the bottom of the upper shelf or drawer. Okay, here's the replacement parts I ordered from Bosch. I'll put links in the description to all of this. This fill tube you can see in the back has 3 holes. Those are designed to match with the 3 holes here on the upper spray arm. And depending on the height of the shelf or drawer, that would connect any one set of the 3 holes. And those would connect as so. So you'd have an upper, a middle, and a lower. And there are some rubber O-rings or seals around the edges here that facilitate this connection to allow the water to then come up from the bottom to here, or to continue all the way up to here for the 3rd level. Now in our case, I discovered that these O-rings had completely worn out and actually torn and partially fallen off. And here's the old one on the right and the new one on the left for comparison, so you can see the difference. We'll take out the drawers so we have some room to work. Now the top shelf or drawer here comes out so far, but then you'll see it kind of sticks. So what you're going to want to do to get this out is you're going to have to lift it up and over this curved piece here to separate it from the rail. So we'll do that by grabbing both sides, pulling it forward and up, working it off, and then sliding it out like that. Now to remove the upper spray arm, you're going to see there's a few hooks here that hold it in place, and then back here you're going to see 2 clips, or actually 1 clip on the top, that holds it on this bar here. And so we're going to basically lift that clip up and push the arm back to free it from this bar, just like that. Once that arm is free, it slides, and then you can take your upper drawer or shelf out and pull the arm back. Now I'm just going to flip this rack over to allow us to install the replacement spray arm, which is pretty much going to be the reverse. We're going to get this lined up so that we can get these 2 hooks in here and attach the same clip to this bar over here. You might have to turn the rack on its side just to make sure that you have these hooks lined in like that, so that you can push without any obstruction, and then you'll hear it click in place there, and you've got it anchored in the back and anchored there, so now it's not going to go anywhere. And then just check to make sure that it spins freely. Now to remove the silverware tray, the same thing. You're going to have to lift the tray up and over these little hooks and slide this out. And here's a view of the inside back of the dishwasher, showing the fill tube in the back and the sprinkler at the top. And we're going to need to remove and replace that. Okay, so the first thing to get access to the rest of that fill tube, we have to take out the bottom spray arm. You can just do this by pulling this right up. Comes out really easy. Now you'll see here on top there's a cover plate that has 2 Torx screws. Those 2 screws for our particular dishwasher are T20. So we'll take these 2 screws out and just take them out. Now you'll see we have 2 clips here and here that we have to pry away to pull this forward. At the top, there are 2 more clips, one right here, one on the other side. Over here, the same deal. Now with those clips removed, we can lift this out. And to do that, we're going to lift out this plate that we disconnected. So we'll take out the filter trap, turn it to the side, and then angle down and pull out the old piece. Okay, now we have to remove the cover from the fill tube, and you'll see in here there are these little plastic tabs that locks the fill tube onto the cap. And if you look on the new fill tube here, you can see there's the plastic piece that is the ridge. So it doesn't really push in. So pushing this in to get this off might actually break this. So you can either replace this cap too at the same time, or what I'm going to do is just get a Dremel and I'm going to just grind out this little piece here, which corresponds to this tab up here, so that I can slide the piece out without breaking the cap. Okay, so I'm just using the Dremel with a small grinding tip, and I'm going to come in here at an angle like this and just try to shave down this piece so that I can slide out the fill tube. And then once you have those tabs ground down on both sides, I stick a flat blade screwdriver in the back and I just pry that right off. And you can see here, these are the tabs that I've ground down with the Dremel, but the new part has new tabs, so it should fit on the old cover just fine. A couple of points here on the old fill tube. I noticed that on the back, when I pulled mine out, this metal piece that had the clamps on it came off with it, and there was this little spot weld that held this on to the inside of the dishwasher that came off. The second thing I noticed too, another reason for the poor performance of the old spray tube, is here. You can see, and there's this gaping hole in the side. So any water was just probably making it up here and shooting down and not getting sprayed around the outside. Okay, so on the new fill tube, these 2 pieces line up and they pretty much just go in that one way, like that. And you'll see that they've clicked when those ridges on the new part are below the ridge on the cap on both sides, like that. This is the clip that came off the back of the dishwasher tub, actually right kind of behind this part of the piece here. And I thought, oh, we can do without it. It's probably okay because it's anchored at the top, it's anchored at the bottom, and the top shelf pushes in, top rack pushes in. But when you pull the top rack in and out, this plastic piece bends out a little bit because it sticks on those O-rings and then slaps back against the back wall of the dishwasher. It's probably okay, but it's, you know, it's a little bit of a annoyance because you hear that piece flexing and slapping, and probably not good long term. So super glue doesn't work. It's not going to hold this piece against the back. I don't want to use an epoxy either, just again because I feel like it's putting a lot of pressure on this one point that can flex a little bit and is going to be pulled and pushed. So what I'm going to do instead is put in a strip of mounting tape across the back here to hold it into the back of the dishwasher tub. But the importance is the strength and spreading of the adhesive over a wider area with some cushion to allow for the irregular nature of this surface. So I'm going to cut a piece of this off and let's give this a try. I'm going to clean both surfaces with rubbing alcohol, wipe these down, and let them dry. So I'm just going to cut a piece that will fit roughly across this width here and most of the height, but I don't want it to stick out above. So just kind of eyeball that here and cut a piece. And lay that right across. Now just peel that off. Wow, that is good. Look at that. That's not going anywhere. So we'll take the fill tube and we'll get this back into the tub. Kind of position the bottom piece first. Make sure that the cap is down, the tube is through the hole here. Lined up for the top clip and for the back clip here. And so for the back clip, just going to push on each side to make sure the clip attaches to the back of the fill tube. Now we're going to do the same thing here at the top and get the upper part of the fill tube in until both sides click. So one here and one here. Okay, and then we'll put our 2 screws back in here. Careful to make sure that they're not stripped. Clean your filter and then drop that back on top. Lock it into place. And take your lower spray arm, push that in until it clicks. Make sure that it spins freely. And now we can put the racks back in. Bottom rack, no problem. It just sits. Make sure the wheels are aligned. Now for the upper rack, lift it, get those top wheels over the hooks and down. And then with one hand, you're going to have to get that hook up and over to the second wheel and repeat that process on the other side. Now you have to adjust the height to make sure that the rack is level. And then you can push it all the way in, make sure it mates with the back fill tube, and then test it by pulling out. The third one is easy. You have similar hooks here. You just want to get the rack such that you have the hook over the top, then underneath the second wheel, and check the other side, the same thing, like that. That's your stop, and then that should go in and out smoothly. So that's the repair for the fill tube and the upper spray arms. I hope that was helpful. I hope this lasts, and thanks very much for watching.